everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Bears are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against the Lions offense that knows they'll be challenged.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. On first down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Now Trubisky on first down, and that is incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Play clock winding down. On third down, Trubisky. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 73 yards. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Encroachment on defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 16. Carries, 61 yards.
And when he went over 1,000. Yards last last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, they got...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Holding, offense.
Now they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. That's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no...
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Encroachment, defense.
So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
To throw is Stafford. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jeremy Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fresh set of downs here. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And going deep for Hill. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's Robbins. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him...
So 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Robbins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 3rd and 2. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Robbins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Robbins. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Complete outright to Kurz. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Stafford on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here's Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Call it a gain of 5. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They start the second half with Hill. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's got Kurz. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on first down. Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They begin the drive with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
On second down, Hill. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Meanwhile, up in Green Bay, and the Packers adding to their totals there and their lead. Aaron Rodgers, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
On second down, Trubisky. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Third and 2. Now Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big. Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. He's padding is already...